Hi everyone, I'm Teacher Iron from Writers Guild, and I'm here to answer the age-old question, how to pick the best tuition center for your child. When picking a good tuition center, it can be quite stressful, especially for English and creative writing. There are so many different considerations, and parents may not know the best questions to ask. But let's ask the WG teachers what they think.
Okay, goodbye. See you.
Teacher Shannon,
Hi.
we're here to help parents pick a good tuition center.
Okay.
What are some good considerations to ask and why?
I think one concern parents have is whether or not the teachers work part-time or full-time. Yeah. A good teacher makes a world of difference to a student's learning and progress. And at Writers Guild, all of our teachers are full-time teachers. So regardless of prior experience, we'll all go through the same 6-month training process, which includes things like lesson delivery, curriculum, even marking. Okay, so rest assured, our teachers are fully committed. You can teach teaching, but you can't teach teaching.
Wow, that's such a good question. Full-time or part-time? Yeah. Thank you, Teacher Shannon.
Anytime.
Teacher Zhao,
Hi.
let me get your opinion on this important question.
Okay.
What should parents look out for when choosing the right tuition center for their child?
Okay, well, that's a good question. I think something that's very important that parents should actually be looking out for is the materials. Are the materials actually original from that center, or have they been just pulled from somewhere else? So I think it's very important that parents consider that every lesson is a value add for their child. And that value add really doesn't just come from the teaching. It comes from the curriculum, it comes from the syllabus. So for example, here at Writers Guild, all of our lesson materials are originally curated. Everything is purely made here for the center and for the students, and it's filled with all of our proprietary techniques. Actually, even beyond that, our lessons are all made into slides that actually have games so that the students are engaged across the board. So parents, please think about where the lesson materials are coming from and if they can really engage the students or not.
That's right, ask about the materials. Teacher D,
Hi, good afternoon, Teacher Ian.
quick question for you.
Sure, tell me.
What should parents consider when choosing the right tuition center for their child?
That's a great question. I think one of the things that they should look out for is quality marking, and that is something that we are able to provide here at Writers Guild. So typically, in schools or other institutions, kids only get their SEs back with line marking, and sometimes that might just be not enough feedback. Yeah. So what we're able to do here at Writers Guild is provide them with a minimum 3-page marking feedback. Yes, exactly. And we specifically go through all their strengths and their weaknesses, and that ensures that the kids are able to improve their overall quality of writing over time. Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. Quality marking, everyone.
Exactly.
Thank you, Teacher D.
Thank you, Teacher Ian.
Teacher Cindy.
Hi, teacher.
As you may have heard, we've been going around trying to help parents choose the right tuition center for their child. What's a good consideration in your opinion?
I feel like the common questions that parents have are usually how often do students write their compositions? And the common consensus that students should be writing once per week. However, I feel like it is personally redundant to keep writing continuously, as the students will tend to copy and not really understand what they are writing. Instead, it is much more useful for them to understand the nuances of writing. Here at Writers Guild, we follow a 4-week writing cycle where we emphasize all the techniques that they should learn and apply through being creative in their composition. At the end of the 4th week, they will put all of the techniques they learned into their final writing piece and ensure that their writing is much more profound and much more unique.
Quality over quantity, everyone. Thank you, Teacher Cindy.
No worries. Thank you, Teacher Ian.
And there you have it. When choosing the right tuition center for your child, consider thinking of these 4 questions. Are the teachers well trained? How is the marking being done? What materials are being used? And are the children learning writing effectively? If you want a center that does all 4 things and more, please join us at Writers Guild.